All right. Turn the music down. All right. Literally, excellent game. Come on. For the Yankees, anything could be excellent at this point. Other than the fact that the Yankees tonight, I will read you the definition of what I mean by a lowcow. And my fellow colleague, Urinating Tree, who has a potty mouth, and I agree with him a majority of the time, and I enjoy his videos. Believe me, I have to read you the definition tonight because pretty much the Yankees are a bunch of guys who can play as fools, and pretty much they amuse the fans of the Boston Red Sox tonight. This is just so embarrassing. It's literally has become to a point where me as a Yankee fan, it has become to this exact point tonight, October 9th, 2018, where I realized one thing and one thing only. When your girlfriend distracts you, no matter what happens behind the scenes, you take that shit and just be thankful that you don't have to realize that the Yankees have become lowcows. Okay? I mentioned it in today's video. I love to keep stuff behind the scenes. But deep down, as I saw the score tonight, and I thought, hey, maybe they could come back. Maybe that ninth inning could lead to something. Maybe we could actually go to extra innings. No, it didn't. It became an epic fail. And I'm sorry, but I have to play this. I have to play this tonight, everyone, because the Yankees are officially lowcows. They will be called for that for the rest of my remaining life because the 2000s and the 2010s have been an embarrassment to this once proud franchise. I'm going to play the soundbite. Okay, let's quickly not discuss tonight because literally it's going to make me irate. Literally, I have the game on when I'm taking a shower, and literally, I'm going to be honest with everybody, my dad quickly walked in to the restroom by accident. I'm not going to get into how. My dad was like, holy smoke. I'm like, Dad, this is the same thing that happened last night. This is exactly what I told my dad last night. Okay? I was doing something different last night. Tonight, I wanted to literally... I'm not going to get into more personal stuff. I just don't, but you all get the point. All right. Welcome to the reality of the 21st century for the New York Yankees franchise. A franchise that has only won the World Series twice in the 21st century. Okay? And you know, it's been miserable. Okay, 3 World Series appearances, counting that stupid Game 7 loss in the 2003 World Series. It's one thing where I can forgive the Miami Marlins, who were the Florida Marlins at the time. I can forgive them, even though stupid Beckett ended up on the Red Sox anyway. That's not the point. The point I am trying to make here is that the 2000s have just not been a good decade for the Yankees. You want to go back after 2004, after the Yankees should have won the American League pennant and should have at least waited, and Boston should have waited 3 more years. Okay, fine. I would have not cared if the Red Sox had broken the curse in 2007. I would have not cared. Hell, even if the Red Sox somehow waited until 2013 after the Boston Marathon, after what happened, trust me, that was the only time I felt proud for the Red Sox. You want to be honest? You want me to be honest? 2013. That was it. Because I told everybody in Boston, even though I don't like your team, even though I've despised the Red Sox all my life, I'm going to be honest. That was the only time I ever voted for the Red Sox. Because that awful event in 2013 was something, but this is 2018. This is where I'm at a point where I put high expectations on the Yankees to win the American League pennant this year. Going into spring training, I told my coworkers at Long Island Jewish, and my supervisors can vouch for me, and I'll talk to them about this tomorrow. My main supervisor, she'll agree with me, that I told her, I'm not going to give her name because that's confidential stuff, but I told my supervisor, I expect the Yankees to be in the World Series this year. And I told her, your son is an Aaron Judge fan. And trust me, her son loves Aaron Judge. But I told her, now that we got Giancarlo, we have to go to the World Series. This is the year where we can take defeat to the Dodgers. Okay, fine. The Dodgers want revenge on somebody. Maybe they will get the Astros again. Maybe that will be good for Los Angeles. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, of course, I want to keep doing these recaps. Believe me, but tonight I just can't talk about the game. All right? You want to know the scoring? I'll quickly go into it. The third inning pretty much decided the game for the Red Sox. JD Martinez sac fly, Ian Kinsler's RBI double, Eduardo Nunez's RBI single, and then the icing on the cake was Chris Vasquez's home run off CC Sabathia. Literally, Aaron Boone is a joke. I know, I'm going wholeheartedly here. Okay? If my girlfriend's texting me right now, I'm going to text her back. You know why I'm going to text her back? Because I'm a man. And as a man, you shouldn't let a lowcow ruin your personal life. Okay? All right? Tonight pretty much reminded me of 2005 and 2007. Okay? So, it's bad enough in 2005. We lose that heartbreaking Game 5 to the Anaheim Angels. Okay? That's one thing. Oh, not to mention losing to the Detroit Tigers in the first round of 2006. Don't forget that one, too. And believe me, the Tigers in the 06 World Series being a joke, everyone, that American League Championship Series went down to the wire. And as an Oakland A's fan, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not an Oakland A's fan, but if you're an Oakland A's fan, you're watching this, that was the only time you could ever be thankful. Okay? Thankfully, my girlfriend, who I mentioned third time in this video, and again, behind the scenes stuff I'm keeping off key. When you love somebody, I'm going to quote the Teddy Pendergrass song right now. And Tony Page knows what I'm talking about here, okay? He knows what I'm talking about. Okay, good. Teddy Pendergrass once said, it feels good when somebody loves you back. Okay? If your team is losing tonight, be thankful you have that. That only comes once in a lifetime. Which, again, I don't want to get into the personal business of Andy's randomness, but I can go on and on and on and talk about how I'm just literally frustrated with the Yankees. How I'm supposed to feel pride knowing that this was supposed to be the year they went to the World Series. And by the way, CC Sabathia, you need to get lost. Nobody wants you around anymore. I am sorry for saying that, but I am just beyond disgusted tonight. I am at a point where I have consideration for my mom who is sleeping right now. I have consideration for my dad who is sleeping right now. Literally, if they were up right now, I could yell at the top of my lungs and literally blame Aaron Boone for all the problems tonight. But I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do that. Instead, I'm going to be thankful that the Teddy Pendergrass song that's still now in my head, thanks Tony Page. I'm so sorry. Now thinking about that song has got me distracted. But back to reality here. That's what I should be grateful at this point for. And not to mention, when somebody loves you back, they actually get you early Islander tickets for your birthday. So, babe, if you're watching this, thank you for doing that. That's not the point here. And I know she's asleep. She's probably going to watch this on replay, but I guess it's time to just pack ship then. Am I supposed to believe the Yankees can come back next season? I can get over the hump. I mean, it'll be easier this year. Not just with Laura, but you know, I have a lot of stuff coming on the channel that's going to be transportation-wise. I'm not going to let this get to me, everyone. All right? And I knew how upset Pine Power LI was 3 years ago when the Mets should have won that game in 2015. And I agree with him to this day that the Mets should have won that game in 2015. The one game where Terry Collins should have pulled Matt Harvey. That one little game. But no, you didn't want to do that. No. But you don't need to get into that tonight. This was literally tonight my Matt Harvey moment. Literally, my dad tonight, and I will say this now, everyone, said to me, and I quote, "Take the old man out of the ball game." Yes, that's my dad. Somebody who grew up with the Yankees, loved Mickey Mantle when he was a kid, and was from the Bronx. So in a way, you can see why my dad loves the Yankees to this day still. But my only love for the Yankees came from Derek Jeter, so that's a whole different story. But now, who am I supposed to believe is my hero now in my young adult years? Am I supposed to believe that Aaron Judge is supposed to be a hero to me? He hasn't proven it to me yet. Is Giancarlo Stanton supposed to be a hero to me in the future? Who knows? Maybe next year. Figure it out. Maybe if Boston wins, I'll just tell Laura, you know, forget it. Doesn't impact us. Why should we care? I could tell her that, and she'll be like, "Aw, you're maturing." Yes, I am. Because when you love someone, you make sacrifices to not be angry at the wrong things. And when you do that, good things happen. It's a little bit of relationship advice for you men out there. All right? Remember that. When love of your life wants to be distracting, you let her. Okay? Don't. What's the word that Laura uses with me? I'm trying to think. She won't mind if I use it here. I'm trying to think. It's not grumpy, no. Oh, right, stubborn. That's the word. What's in my mind? Okay, it's midnight. I'm gonna get going. I'm thinking tomorrow I can do a Hurricane Michael update if something does go down. I'm going to get the weather soundbite on my phone now, so as soon as I terminate this. To the one viewer who just tuned in, you missed a lot of stuff. You missed a lot of stuff, right? I literally had to explain to everybody how a lot of stuff, the love of my life, was the most important thing to me in the whole world tonight. And I needed her out of all the nights of the year. I needed her was tonight. So, anybody wants to comment, now's your chance. Because I'm letting you. You don't want to comment? Fine. Because literally, I don't want to be on here that much longer. I'm only here for one reason and one reason only. Talk about what I'm passionate about. That's what the channel's always been. That's what the channel's always going to be. And hopefully you all will be part of nights like this where I'm depressed. And let me think. Am I completely depressed? I would say no. Now, if I didn't have a girlfriend, then I would be depressed. But that's a whole different story. But in reality, the amusement of Boston Red Sox fans, that's what the definition of a lowcow is. Do I need to say more? I just don't want to go on any longer. So, I quickly want to mention before I wrap up the stream, National League Championship Series will begin on Friday. Brewers will be hosting the Dodgers, and we know the matchup for the American League now, which I will not be watching. You know what? I have TuneIn. Screw it. I'm going to listen to the Astros coverage on TuneIn on Saturday night when I leave Gilbert Gottfried. If I want to. If I don't, too bad. I would rather hopefully see the Brewers win it all. I would love to see Milwaukee play Houston. I would. And if the Brewers win, good for Milwaukee. Oh, you Miller people, you know what I'm talking about because Laura loves Miller Lite. So, why not? You people in Milwaukee, go to the ballpark and root for the underdog. Do you even know you have home field in this playoffs? Please. For my misery, I would like to see your team in the World Series. I would. And if the Dodgers beat the Astros in the World Series, good for them. Good for them. Get revenge. I don't care. It doesn't impact the Yankees. And last year for Houston, good for them. They had a hurricane that ruined the city. It was important for them. All right, I'm at a loss for words tonight. Okay? I'm just at a loss of words for everybody. So I'm going to wrap this up. Have a good night, everyone. Well, comments good, so I'm going to wrap it all up. Have a good night. I'll see you all tomorrow.